Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Mind Control News at it again with another video here. And just need to talk about something here. Guess who is in the news again? Mr. Super Liberal himself and self appointed dictator of the country of California, according to him. This guy is a piece of trash, man. And his latest gaffe is just one of the latest examples of how incompetent he is, and the wave of destruction that he is leaving, as his legacy, I guess, as being the dictator of California. And so, if you haven't noticed by now, there has been a huge exodus of people just leaving California for good. And prime example, and I'll just, give my example because this is the most relevant to me. Joe Rogan, right? Joe Rogan and a bunch of his buddies have left California. It is absurd the type of, mandates or laws. I don't even know if they're laws or not. I don't think they are. But, the stuff that they're implementing there in California, shutting off your water if you have, in your house, if you have a certain amount of people over, all these kind of like dictatorial, authoritarian, just, I guess, rules, like they're trying to baby everybody in the state. And this guy just flat out thinks he knows more than anybody. He is there to, I guess, protect the people, according to him. And you have no say, you have no will, because he knows more than you. And so this guy, Gavin Newsom here, he was recently on a podcast, and he flat out admitted that he is aware that people are leaving his state in droves, right? And I'll play you here the clip in a bit. But yeah, man, he just listen to it real quick. Just go ahead.
Former Governor Brown said it best: "Where the hell are you going to go?" And I love Texas. Don't get me wrong.
Is that the new California motto? Where the hell are you going to go?
I don't know, but he said it, but it was an interesting point, because where are you going to get so many of the other things in the balance?
You are aware that I've lived there for 2 decades, essentially, and this is the first time I've had people really talking about not being there, and not that they could figure it out somewhere else. I don't think that's true. I think they can figure out where they're going to go.
Yeah, and then that means, but it's not a zero-sum game.
Right.
Okay, I have a friend who just went to Utah. Beautiful. It may be the right thing for him. They've made a ton of money. They have the ability to take their kids out of public school into private school, and they're doing that. And, I imagine they're not going to turn their back forever on California.
Can you believe that? This guy flat out knows that people are leaving his state, and his only response is, where are you going to go? Like what, like seriously, it's kind of like he reminds me of like a abusive husband, right? To who tells his wife, "Oh, you're gonna leave me? Well, where the hell are you gonna go? You need me," and so kind of just, I guess, psychologically mind fucking the people, or for, in this example, the wife, to kind of just make her think that she needs him more than he needs her. Therefore, she stays in an abusive relationship, and she just continues to take it every day, just getting pummeled, And that's what this guy, the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, is doing to his people. He's basically saying, what are you gonna do? You have nowhere to go. I am your daddy right here. You know what I'm saying? And that's just despicable, man. This guy is just flat out deranged. He is out of his mind. He has his goals so far set on being president that it's clouding his whole judgment on reality and on the present. And at the end he says, right, what did he say? He was like, everybody's, they're eventually going to come back, like yeah, they left, but I think eventually they're going to come back. Well, they're not gonna come back as long as you're the governor, okay, dude. And so yeah, man. At least if he was, if he were to have said like, "Oh, I'm not aware," really, at least kind of just pretend, because that's what politicians do, right? They pretend they don't know shit. Oh, really? Oh, well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like people show them, an abundance of evidence on certain things, and they just pretend like they don't know about it. But this guy decided to do the opposite, acknowledge it, and basically just flat out say, that his people are nothing, and they need the state more than the state needs them. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's a perfect analogy for like an abusive relationship. And this guy's just, he's a piece of crap, man. But just one thing also, just to mention that people are leaving California, because of all these rules and stuff like that. But then they're having this all these taxes, these state taxes that people have to pay. So one of the reasons also why Joe Rogan left was because he was going to be saving a bunch of money from paying taxes, right? So he is not the only one that's doing this. Apparently there's countless other people who are just tired of the state just ass fucking them, with taxes. So they're leaving, So what do these motherfuckers do? They say not so fast, and they implemented a law now that says, or they're going to implement a law that says that you have to pay them taxes still for like the next 10 years, even though you're already out of the state. Just as an example of how delusional these fuckers are, and you ask, how does this affect me? I'm in Texas, like, really, why you're reporting on stuff from California? Well, good question, because a lot of people from California are moving to Texas, and we're glad to have all these people from California, that's fine. Like, for Joe Rogan, all these people moving to Austin and stuff like that. The value of the houses here where I live are also going up, so that's kind of cool, but it's not that cool because I need to pay more in taxes now. So that's how it affects me. But anyways, just wanted to kind of do that video for y'all real quick, and kind of, how much of this are the people from California going to take, of all these like democratic states, how much is enough for y'all to finally realize that these motherfuckers don't care about you. All they care about is their future goals, their plans, power, all these. And Gavin Newsom, if you didn't know already, he's trying to get elected for president. And that's his end game. Kind of like Thanos, right? His end game was to wipe out half of humanity, or all life, whatever, to bring, I guess, what was it? I think like I guess more sustainable. I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do, but this guy has an end game, and it's to win someday, the presidential election in the future. And I can see it. The Democratic Party, to where it's going, they're going to look at this motherfucker as a viable candidate, and people are going to be swayed to vote for him, right? Because there's people supporting him, believe it or not. But yeah, man, so don't be played. Thanks y'all for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. Thank you. See you.